All right, all right. Hi, everybody. This is Sadie Push, and today we are going to be continuing Approximate Up. However, I just loaded in the game, and my ship is gone. I don't know where it went. We spent many hours on that, and just like that, it has vanished. So for today, I think we're going to stick with something a little bit more simple, just so we can at least hopefully get off the ground. Yeah. Yeah, well, it is what it is. All right, so what does that look? Let's go a little bit longer than that. I think that's got it. I believe it's what, this button here. So we should just be able to do this. Question is do we want it to be right there? I feel like that will be too narrow. Let's do that. All right, all right. And let's get into these guys now. What is it? Wasn't it, yes. All right, so now I just need to fill these other spots in. And this is not going to be finals at all. Well, all I'm trying to accomplish right now is getting some sort of frame up that we can kind of be able to figure things out with. Let me turn on, what is it? Is it you? Yes, you. So this is center of mass right now. All right. I wonder, can I do like a partial? What does this look like? Let's see. Frames only. And aha. I think this is it. Now I should be able to just hit. What is it? Yeah, that one, this one, and swing this on over this way. Oop. See. Let's pick the whole thing up. So I think I needed to. Place. There we go. Our ship now has legs. And beyond that, is that the one I want? Is that the one I want? I think I want that and that. Where's the other thing that I thought I grabbed? I guess I didn't grab it. I don't know. Where are you? There? I think I did grab it, and I think I put something else over it right after I did. Let's see. Put this one over here, and then this guy right here. You know what? I probably actually just do this. Make my life a little easier. There we go. And I'm gonna need these other mounts. Whoa, thrusters, fans. Atmospheric fans. Oh, I could actually place a whole another 2 of these. Hold on. Didn't realize. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll put some right in the middle where the most of the weight will be. There we go. And then we'll just copy this guy right here as well. There we go. Beautiful. Let me see something. Yes, I can see all my... There we are. You can see a little bit better. All right. Thrusters. I didn't realize these were as big as they are. I might actually have to. All right, fair enough. I guess I will. I wasn't planning on doing this, but... I can't have these to where... Definitely want these more on the outside, if anything. Unless I was to put the thrusters halfway off the side. I could do that. Hold on, let's do that. It'll be quicker too. And I think it'll look alright if I do it right. E. There we go. Now, if I grab some frame, this guy, and set him, say, right there, all I need to do how big are these again? Yeah, they're pretty bulky. Should I do the big one? No. This will be fine. This will be fine. There we are. You know what? And this might actually make it a little easier to run the wires on these guys too, now I think about it. What do you mean? Why won't that work? Oh wow, I'm making this overly complicated. I could have just done that, huh? Didn't even think about it. This one would be better for that one to be kind of centered. So we'll do them on all of these sides first. And then we'll place these probably very last. But another question. Where's my wires pointing at? So these have got to have some kind of wires, right? No. Is that really them? They're on the back side? Well, that's going to be obnoxious. How would I get to that? Am I going to have to stub them straight through the ground? I will if I have to. Alright, that's probably what we're going to end up having to do. Alright, let's get rid of these guys. And there we are. Nice and tranquil. Kind of makes me wonder if I should set that off into the other a little bit more. It'll be fine. Alright, so we got those on the bottoms. We need the other engines. Atmospheric fans versus atmospheric thrusters. device thrust required to move the spaceship efficiently. Okay. What is that? 400. That produces a lot more speed, but less stability, more power consumption. But this does have a better linear stability. 215. Oh, yeah, we're gonna go with these. They're also not as hefty. Or we could do both. That is right? Alright. And then that's pointed that way. Hold on. Actually. Let's flip that. I think you can reverse them. Pretty sure you can reverse them. And then we'll have the atmospheric thrusters. I'm trying to make sure I'm gonna get them all in the same spot. I guess the easiest way to make sure that that kind of happens a little bit would be do that and then just bring her straight over. This one I'm not so sure has a front and a back because it looks like it goes one way, and I may have it on backwards. I'm not really sure. That seems okay. Oh, darn it. Hold on. All I did was move it. I didn't actually make a copy. There we go. Beautiful. All right, we got that one in. The only other big thing that still needs to be put on is actually going to be these little guys. Device test for rotation, all of that good stuff. All right. Becomes non-functional after discharge. Battery status is displayed on the RCA controller indicator lights. But these are the ones that are a little bit more complicated on how to place. So I probably should be opening my manual. Gave us through the frame. Nice. Oh, and switches. Series of switches. Let's see here. Here we are. Spaceship maneuvering. Can I? Oh, I can move it. Okay. So, looking straight ahead, centered, pointed down, centered back, pointed back on both sides. Center down, center down, center back, and why is there only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Which one am I missing? There's, oh, okay, and then 2 up and down. So 4 centered up on the backs, and then we have center on the sides, 1 down. Okay, that seems pretty simple. However, that does mean that I'm going to probably have to complete this part. Should center everything up quite nicely. I'm kind of curious on the legs on the back. Oh, you know what? I can move those pretty easily towards the end anyways. All right. Anyways, let's see here. Where are those guys? I guess this is also about to tell me how much This game's gonna hate me. Oh no, it works perfectly. So we got the ones there. And there. There. Does this look right? What did I do? I put it at the top. Something along the lines of that. Alright, and then we got centers over here. Should be the last one. There it is. Beautiful. Nice, okay. Oh, this all just looks super complicated. Anywho. What does this look like? Kind of goes into one power. Out one. Okay. Oh, this one feeds. No, blue's out. Yellow and blue out, right? I believe so. Mapper. Constant. I'll put a constant data signal to the output. Output data signal of 1 when input signal is greater or equal to half. And input 0. And okay, so it's basically a threshold logic value. Logic gate performs not operation on data, but input ports and outputs result to the output port. A lot of things here. Stores a value internally and outputs. Okay, whatever. Power. Oh, so that one increases power. Arc tangent. I'll put the arc tangent and reverse tangent of the input value and gradient. Cosine. Exponential. Alright. Basically calculator over here. Signal splitter. Sends positive value to one output and negative to the other. Oh, so that would like help try to... Alright, alright. I can see where that could be in handy. I don't know that I'm gonna use it though. And then we have these guys. Alright, I guess one of the other big questions is, how do I want the windows? Highs with the glass. That would essentially make it to where yeah, that would work. I mean, obviously not using it quite like that, but that would work almost perfectly, actually. All right, let's go ahead and put this other side on. Put this one over here, too. Flip. Do that. And then we have the middles. Where's the middles? Is that it? It's not it. There it is. And we should be able to. It's definitely going to move center of gravity a bit, so I'm probably going to have to move everything around again. Not too big of a deal. Let's see. What kind of frames do I get? Actually, let's see how much visibility we get with that. Is that going to cause any problems? I feel like it needs to be higher. Like, I need to get rid of this layer right there. That one there can probably stay. That's not the right one. Let's change this one out with this one. And then I believe we should be able to find an angle that works a little bit better here. Eye and frames. That's what we're looking for. I don't think it's that one. Would it be this one? No, not sharp enough. However, I do believe it's sharp enough for that. All right, I got it now. I've got it. There we go. Look at that. Kind of makes me wonder, though. No, it's fine, it's fine. How did it affect the center of gravity? It did move it a hair, so I'll have to move some things around here a bit. I'm not too worried about it just yet, though. You know what? I should probably throw the door in. Then we can get a lot of things taken care of after this. And 7. All right. Oh, look at that. It looks like a van. Should I make the wings a little wider? I think it's fine. I will say, though, I kind of want to make these curvier. And I think I should be able to manage that. Can I? Let me see something. It won't be that one. It's gonna have to have 4 at the base layer, I believe. Ah, you. I believe this should do it. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Hold on. There is a second. There we go. 5. guess it wasn't really the wrong one. Oh. It's not that one. It'd be this one. Trim off some of the weight. All right, let's see. What would it be for that? Because that's like a, it's still going to be kind of this triangle shape, except for part of it narrowed down, squished down like this. That's the piece. Three sides up. That's got four sides up. Oh, that still doesn't quite work. I might not be able to do it like this. Hold on. Let me see. Let me try to work on getting this part done, I guess, first, huh? So that can stay like that. However, I need something that's going to have like a cut out of the side of it. Something like so, almost. Not quite, though. Taller. What if I did this one? Where are you at? Where are you at? There. Does this work in there? That works pretty darn good, actually. I'm making things complicated for no reason, I feel like. That's all I'm about. That's not the one. Oh, it should be. Or did I not grab it? Almost, almost. Hold on. It's gonna have 4. But it's not going to have such a sharp pitch to the end, is the thing. Do I have anything like that? No. No, 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 no. Maybe, no. I don't believe I do. I think that's about as... Oh wait, it would be a 3. Hold on. That's what it is. 3 and a 2. With the longer pieces. Like this. There we go. Oh yeah, that looks pretty clean. I like that. Let's go ahead and match up some of this other side. I need to switch this one out with this one. That's not right. That's not right. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Grab the wrong one. I grabbed that one, and I think I was supposed to grab that one. All right, so was it that I grabbed earlier? Was it this big, small piece here? I already have one here. Hold on, 2. Did I have? Yes, I did, and then I fixed it up with that triangle. That's right. Do I still have that triangle? Sharp, pointy triangle. Was it this one? No, no, no. Let me copy this. There's that. And then this guy can come out. Pretty sure this should just be a regular box, right? Oh, that's right. Okay, hold on. So it was this piece here. Except for this went up this way. There it is, yeah. And then the piece underneath it was just a regular... Where are you? Ah. Found it. 8. There it is. Look at that. It's coming together. Now the question is can I smooth these over just a bit more? Because overall, I am going to have to find something. Let's see. 4 to a sharp point. That might work. That's going to be the opposing side for the other. We'll get these last couple of pieces fixed, and I think that that'll kind of definitely get the frame situated the way it needs to be. Alright, so this is going to be an interesting piece. So what it looks like I need might be this. Let me look at some other things. So what do we got? We got... It's going to be a slender piece. It's going to be one of these angles here. And I got a 2 going down to what? What would that be? I'm just going to use that kind of as a marker. So a 4, and then it kind of stretches off out to the side. Maybe. And then I guess it would be this 5 again. I might do this the whole way down. Oh, yeah. Definitely doesn't look bad. Or I could slowly, gradually bring it back out some. That's the other option. So if I do this right here, 8. Just keep peeling it back more and more. Eventually I'll be satisfied. We'll see when that happens though. Alright, let's see. If I can find one, that will be that, except for one side is still out. Just like so. I'm gonna have to find the opposing. Uh-huh. So that does raise the question of, do I really want to do that there? I could. Not that one. We're going to do this one for now, because I know it will work. Oop. And then once I kind of figure out what this last shape's about to look like, then we will lock in that last. Okay. Can I do a same thing except a little bit pinched? Where are you at? I know I have that. Square, 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 but pinched. But not a big square, right? Just a little square. There. That's the one. No, there we are. Is that going to be right? I think that might be it. Let me see this last little bit right here. Oh, we might be getting ready to start doing some wires. I don't completely like that. What if I did... triangle to square, triangle to square. What if I did this? Coming in. This would still stay there, but instead of that, we'd have this guy. And that would fit in to right there. And right there. Now, the only complaint I have is this piece right here. I feel like that needs to be a little less blocky. Hold on. Went too far back. And then we got this and the last little... There it is. Freaking beautiful. Oh, you know what? I hate my my stuff, you know, on this right here, because I just thought about something. Why does it look like it just has like a giant forehead? You know what? Monitors. That's what we're gonna chalk it up to. Monitors. Should we have windows back here? I don't know. We'll figure that out towards the end of the design. Now the question is whenever I'm not like moving around and stuff, how does my view look? Do I have? Is there like frame triangles? I think we might try this. I don't know if this is the right size or not. I want to be able to see out of that one spot, I feel like. But I feel like these triangles are too sharp to actually slide into here. Just so I don't actually lose this, what I'm gonna do is just take that and we're gonna whoop, out of the way. Oop. That don't look bad. That doesn't look bad at all. That doesn't look bad at all. And if I was to take... Oops. Hold on. This guy. Not that guy. If I was to take this guy and this guy. Not quite, not quite. This guy with maybe, hold on. Oh, hold on. I can use that regular wedge, right? This right here. You could probably almost use the window. That don't look bad. That don't look bad at all. And then I can just, oh, and it might give me like a little dashboard. Who knows? Who knows? Should I see what that would look like? Wonder if I can attach things to a triangle like this on the inside. Or if I can even do what I thought I was going to do with this. That's just gonna block the window. Well, that makes them non-functional, right? Oh man, all that work, all that work. Hold on. I could have just left it. Let me see if I even like that. If I don't like it, I'll get rid of them, and then we will just... Do we like the windows? That's the big question. Or is there a different type of window? Glass. I mean, there is these. All right, let's get rid of these guys real fast. What is it, X, right? Yep. Okay. We're gonna slide this into here. Here we go. And it didn't really mess with our stuff that much. So one of the other things I always kind of wondered. How big are those batteries? The bigger batteries are that big. Huh. That might work out just perfectly for me. All right, so with that known, do I want to actually do something more along the lines of this? Might look a little bit more goofy. What's the biggest one? Is that it? That can't be it, right? Surely not, surely not. I don't like those. Is that it? Oh, wait. Maybe. I doubt it, though. I don't think that's right. Unless I did something along the lines of this. I don't like that at all. So it would have to be this one. It's just gonna have to go on it like this. And then with that being done, we can do this. It's gonna be so tall just to get into the ship. Hold on. How bad does that look? Yeah, I don't like that. You know, it's gonna be fine. I have an idea. First idea. Don't mess with this. G. We're gonna put that one there, get rid of that. Okay, so we're just gonna go down with as far as we can, which would be only as far as this is gonna let us. Oop. All right, try to look very carefully. Guess I should make sure that I actually have a piece of something right there. There we are. All right, so where's the battery's inputs at? There. How many of these do I get? I get 2. We got those. And we got 8 of these. I might have to move my center mass a bit. Yeah, let me move this over where it's centered. A little bit better. How many more I got 2 more. There we are. Okay, we got all those in place. And then, whenever everything's said and done, I believe I should be able to pretty easily cover these. Without any issues. It looks like I can. Looks like I might need to move them, though. Just a hair forward. I guess let me confirm. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. All the way around. Okay. And this one still needs to be moved just a hair forward. There it is. On both sides. I love it. That is what I'm talking about. Look like a baby, no money. All right. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and I guess get the welder out. We won't do everything just yet. Just some of the things that I don't believe we should have to worry about. Just mostly going to be along the top side areas. Let's just go ahead and get the whole outer shell in, actually. Uh-huh. All right. We are slowly getting there. I was gonna say, we need to make sure that that is welded all the way around. There we go. Got it. All that's left is over here. Hello, it's been a while since I've seen your lights. Oh, hey, welcome in. Yeah, I've been a little busy with work and stuff like that, so I haven't been on as much. I'm trying to get back into it. Kids are starting back into school, so that's gonna make it maybe a little easier, I think, maybe. I don't know. There's been a lot going on, unfortunately. How have you been? Let's see here. I think that's got the majority of it. There's a little bit I missed here. Probably should make sure that other wing looks all right as well. I think I got it though. Oh, hold on. That one almost snuck by me. Nice, everything is welded. Everything is welded. What was your guys' 4th of July? It feels so bad if you worked that night. I did work, unfortunately. But it's fine. I lived, I think. But 4th of July was great. I had no, it wasn't a bad night at all. It definitely was not a bad night. Is that how long it's been? I feel like it hadn't been that long, has it? I'm not gonna lie, the little popping sounds kind of soothing. It's just gonna add weight, but I feel it necessary that the cargo area holding my batteries in between the giant legs is probably important to make sure it's very sturdy. Oh wow, the ship getting hefty. May trim off some fat here in a little bit. Glad it wasn't too bad. We had a blast that night, and the blast managed to hit my orb. Oh no! Dang! Oh no! He did. He has all his appendages and limbs and everything, right? Just got a little burnt. I'm hoping that was it. I mean, I hope I wouldn't hope that on anybody, but I hope that was the most of what he got out of whatever happened. He's still okay. Burns are all healed and definitely got the best case scenario. Gotcha. Well, that's good. Yeah, I've seen some pretty gnarly 4th of July mishaps. All right, so now we got to try to get power and everything. Let's run power cords first. Oop, I forgot. You gotta hold this down basically, don't you? I guess my biggest question when it comes to this I was wondering if that would support or not. I might have to put an edge of some kind over here just to support the cable. Is that what I'm getting? Awesome. Is it going to be a problem? To have that sitting right there in front of the blower? Or I guess the engine? I think it would be. I would think that they would put that kind of mechanic in here. They definitely seem like the people that would. I don't want to delete the whole run. I just want to delete it up to here. All right, so which one is it? Control this little cable. Oh, hold on. Am I able to do that? Well, I could probably put a splitter in there. Hold on. I know there's a way to do the whole cable. How do I do that? Is it Alt? No. Control, Alt and Control. There we go. I figured it out. All right, I know there's got to be a splitter. Splitter. So this is only data stuff. I can't put power cords through here, or can I? Power router. Close. I mean, I guess that would be it, but I don't know if I want to... I have 22 of them, technically. I might go for it. Hold on. Oh, hold on. I don't have this all welded either. I don't know how I missed all of that. Did I accidentally delete those? Anyways, all right, let's see here. I'm going to restart these. Little cables. We're going to put this little splitter right about here. And then we should be able to... Oop. There we go. Oh, what? All right, so we should be able to do the same to the other side. Let's grab this. All the way up to about right there. Go over. Nice. Wait a second. You're facing the wrong way. Or is this one of those where I'm probably gonna... I might have to do that. You know what? That might actually be better. Is that what I want to do? It'll make it a lot easier to run certain things, that's for sure. The biggest difference would be... You know what? Let's do that. Sorry, I know I already did all of this work, but I came up with a mildly better idea. At least in my head it might be. Because if I can get that splitter up to a certain spot, now they should all be facing the same way, right? Yeah. And then we can run this. Flip that over. Bring that in like that. Go back to these. This will run straight into that. And this one. There. Oh, come on. Let me get in there. It'd be too good to be true, wouldn't it? Alright, so instead, what if I did this? Just like so. I know we just did that on the other side. I may see a problem. I don't have that one. Okay, hold on. That's the problem. I was like, what is going on with that? That's what it is. So I do need to... There we go. All right, is that how that one looks? And after this, I might just take a quick break. I think so. I think that's about right. All right. All right, give me just a second, guys. I'll be back in a moment. All right. Hey, everybody, I'm back. Let's see if we can get this done right. Look at this one. It lined up perfectly. Now, I believe I should be able to do the same for these thrusters on the... Oh, that's right. These guys down here don't have access except through the floor. Oh, they didn't connect at all. Hold on. There we go. How am I going to do those? I feel like there should be a windshield over here too. I might actually do something about that. Even if it's only a small one. And some windshields over here on the sides as well. Alright, so I just realized I'm probably going to have to move these over some. There it is. There we are. Beautiful. All right. So I know that these all have like their own little things that they can connect to, I believe. Not liking some of that. Hold on. So blue is out and red is in, right? I think that's right. I could be wrong. Those don't need power. Now the big question is how do I want to get these guys power? Because I need to be able to access all of that. Hold on. Then I guess I could. 3. Actually. Yeah, but I can't cover that. I could do that. It would actually work out very well. All right, let's see. So, with that being said, should have this one. God dang it. Get in the hole. Here we go. And I believe it's this one here. Beautiful. Nine. What I could do. Just place that right about here. Darn it. I knocked out that dang. Nine. There we go. The door has power, I think. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it does. All right, now we gotta get the other one's power from the other side. And I'm pretty sure I can do that pretty easily by knocking one more hole on over here. There's that. How's it going? How's it going? Bruh. What's going on? How's it going? Yo, yo. Let's see. I'll bring this right to about over here. Straight over. Same thing on this side. Up just a little bit. I guess a little bit more. There we go. Up and over. Uh-oh. Maybe not quite right. There it is. Can I suggest you game? Sure, of course. All right, so now, what other electronics do we want? We are gonna need a joystick and 2 vertical levers. However, how big are these? Bit slap. I'll take a quick peek at it. Let me see what you're talking about. Let's see. Little free game. All right. Platformer. I might actually look into that. That looks interesting. Let me go ahead and do this real quick. But I'll check it out more a little bit later. Yeah, but I think it doesn't look bad. I might actually go for that. So 1, 2, 3. That's as much as it needs to be. I do kind of want to be able to see out of the window a little bit. So now the question is how big do I want my... that's not what I meant to do. How big do I want my table? Do I actually want a big table or a little table? So I'm going to have to make sure I be able to actually get to some of this. Closer I am, the better. So what if I was to use one of these frames instead? Let's put this right on over here. Probably gonna need 2 widths, so reference. I feel like I want to be able to at least walk back there. I think that gives me plenty of room. But I also want to be a little bit closer to the window. So what if I did this here? And then this should fit right on that, right? Nice. We don't need to... yeah, we'll do those. I don't want it to be too open. One control. 2 control. And then we have the other one. Joystick. Stick switch. Where's the actual 3D? There it is. That will go there. So let me figure out how to orient some of these real quick to where they... that's pretty much centered. Probably need to be able to actually access the stuff on the side, so I'm gonna leave a little space. We'll do it to the edge right there. Right there. Doesn't look too bad. And a chair. Glass. I do want to check out some of these windows. Porthole window. Let's see. Ew, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Unless I'm able to actually fill that gap just right. Am I? It'd be cool if I could. You know, that's not too bad. That's pretty close. Let me grab this one. Not too bad at all. I might need to extend how far back that goes. By a smidge. We can definitely make that work. All right, so hold on. So I need to take out what? This and that. We can put this guy in there. And then we need to have, I think it's just this frame here, maybe? All right, let's see. Actually, hold on. It might not be that. It might be this one? That's that way. Hold on. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it figured out. Hold on. So square to point and then out. Well, that's triangles only. Okay, that's what it is. This is what I'm looking for. These two guys. There we go. We will get it. We will get it. Alright, so now as far as this goes, should be able to still use that right there. Triangle to pinch all the way in. Try a square. Okay, hold on, hold on. Wouldn't that just be this right here? I think so, right? And then this next one would be kind of more of a pointed up to 3 triangles. Maybe. And then we would have a square to triangle. Eight. Let's see. I feel like that's pretty close to being right. We could probably even cut a little bit more of this out. Hold on. Maybe not so much on that, but weird pointy. It's basically like square all the way around except for one little point that comes down to a pinch. Just like so, I think. And then we would have just a triangle. Like so. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so let's fill it in on this side now, so that we got that. And then from there, it's going to be this guy. And from that one, triangle piece. Hold on. I think I made more adjustments than that. That should just be a standard block. And in that, I think should just be a normal one of these, right? So for now, I got windows. You can really see into the ship now. Do I have the door facing the wrong way? I just realized I might have the door facing the wrong way. pretty sure I had the door facing the wrong way. So I need to get... Where's this thing at? Okay, check out. Yep. Let's see, where are you? Oh, I forgot all about the corner ones. That would come in handy in some, definitely in some of the little places. Not so much in this one, but... There you are. Bring that down. Alright, so now all I gotta do is tie this guy into here. There we go. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not a problem. Except for I definitely could have probably have ran it to that cable instead. There we go. Alright, so I gotta start getting all of the Giada ones situated, but I'm curious. So for this, the only thing I think I should have to do... What is that? A velocity meter. No obstacles in front of the component. We'll worry about that in a bit. This really just needs to be a button or switch though, right? Small, just regular switch. 15 and 8. So how small is small? I feel like that's not the right switch. but I don't know if there's another kind. Camera. I think that we're gonna have to use the switch. All right, whatever. All right, so I feel like this one should be forward. I'm not really sure. All right, there's got to be another component as well for all of this. Probably not necessarily that. There's got to be a splitter of some kind. And I bet you it'll be here. All four going out. I love it. So that's going to be what this guy here. Hold on. I believe there's another piece that I actually need to control. What is that? Light. This is it. RC controller. Aha. Hold on. I see. Okay, hold on. Let's see if we can get that figured out real quick. This. I'm gonna need... Definitely gonna need... Where are you? Or with corners. This here again. Along with the regular blocks. Power cable. Let me go ahead and actually move this back just a little bit further. There we go. So power. This is power, right? Not data. That's power, yeah. Okay. All right, and then as far as the other stuff goes, we should have... No. I was gonna say, I don't know if I like that. There we go. Then we got this guy here. Or... Uh-huh. All right. That looks so ridiculous. Ah. All right. I can do better. I can do better. Hold on. So I don't want to get it in the way of that. But what can we do? We can go ahead and bring this down to here. Straight down to here. Up. Then over. And then this one. There we go. It kind of looks like we know what we're doing. Yeah, that looks much better. All right, let me get that welder back out. Oh, did I not put one here? There we go. All right, so that's there. I also need to make sure that I turn these guys on over here. And there is a very specific way that they're supposed to be. Let's see. Pitch plus, pitch minus. Pitch plus, pitch minus. All right, so pitch plus, pitch minus, yaw minus, yaw plus. And then we have this one here, which we're actually probably gonna move just a hair. All right, so is this going to be roll plus or minus? So it should be roll plus. Roll minus. Beautiful. Oh. Is the ship okay? I just want to see something. I just want to see something. I also just realized something. Darn it. Hold on. Let's try that again. Hey, it works. Oh. Okay. What's up? Good morning. Oh, yeah? Like, maybe like right before she leaves. It might be a little too soon otherwise. All right, is that right? Mm-mm-mm. I do wonder though. I do wonder if that actually... It does work. Okay. That's definitely gonna do just fine. Alright, so this is my ups and downs. And this will be my forward. So ups and downs, bottom left. Can I use this? To supply that. That's a negative. Surely there's some kind of... I mean, the only other option would would be... to make a whole nother hole. And that hole wouldn't be... right here. Oh, I know, well, and now that that's through there, I can route those two. I need to get this out of the way. so now I gotta get the power cable again for this. I already have it out. 8. Here we go. I know. Yeah, I could probably do this actually. So we're gonna go just under this one. All right. There's got to be a way to connect these. 'Cause there's no way all of these run upwards, right? There's got to be something. Gotta be something. Subtraction, addition. Data redirectory based on the signal from the rightmost input versus clones the data signal from one input port and sends it to all four. That's what I'm looking for. That's the key. Alright, let's test out to see if this works. Let's see, let's see. Alright, so verticals up. Should be this one. Hello. Something didn't go right. Oh, I bet I know what it is. I gotta make sure all these switches are flipped the right way. Positive, positive. So those all show positive. That is a good point. Why do I have those facing like that? Oh, they are technically facing all the same direction. Yep, that might be a problem. Why did that happen? She should be able to. I still gotta route all of those. Shouldn't be too bad. Alright, let's see if that fixes it. We have lift. I'm just trying to figure out what our lever looks like. 26. $40. $55. It's 41 the level. Is that the magic number? 41? I probably can. All right. We have lift. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out for a little bit. I will see y'all later. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, hit that dislike button. If you want to see whenever I go live in the future, post future content, hit that subscribe button to make sure that notification bell is turned on. That way you are notified of whenever I go live or post future content. Otherwise, you'll have a wonderful day or night, depending on where you're watching at in the world. And until next time, I say, bye.